Unhinged, Insensitive, and Lying. Trump uses bar graph to spread falsehood about Puerto Rico hurricane aid. His racism knows no boundaries, says San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz.
Here's a summary of the article.
President Donald Trump spent the opening minutes of a campaign rally in Panama City Beach, Florida on Wednesday attacking hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico for not sufficiently appreciating his administration's relief efforts, which critics have decried as grossly inadequate, and attempting to use a bar graph to bolster his repeatedly debunked claim that the island has received a record amount of storm aid. "That's Puerto Rico and they don't like me," said the president, pointing to a section of the bar graph purporting to show that Puerto Rico has received $91 billion in hurricane relief funding. Trump, who opened his speech touting how much disaster relief he's given to Florida, indicates he thinks people of hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico are ungrateful. San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz, who Trump has repeatedly singled out in his attacks on Puerto Rico's political leaders, slammed the president's remarks on Twitter. As Common Dreams reported in March, over 1 million U.S. citizens in Puerto Rico have faced large cuts to food stamps and other services in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria, as a relief package which also includes disaster aid to Florida and other states remains stalled in Congress due to opposition from Republicans and the Trump administration. Even in the face of the island's devastating circumstances, Trump has reportedly said that he doesn't want another single dollar going to Puerto Rico. In a statement following the president's rally, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Democrats are moving ahead this week with a $17.2 billion disaster relief package that includes aid to Puerto Rico.
This post received a score of 22,528, with an upvote ratio of 75%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Look at this graph.
I can hear this comment.
Thanks, I hate it. I too can make a bar graph in Microsoft Word.
I am thinking he had help, and I want to know who helped him.
By the look of the graph, I'd guess it was Barron.
_the Excel expert _
Don wants us to refer to Barron as his Excel lens.
I'm the Excel guy at work and I will be using this to refer to myself from now on.
Thank you for your hard work, your Excel NC. Important part missed.
Not the first time a Trump financial statement has made $80 billion appear out of nowhere.
Why the fuck is this pathological liar president?
Because he's got a cult of personality behind him. So long as he gets Democrats to get their knickers in a knot, his base literally doesn't care what he does.
I fucking hate that. A significant amount of Republicans base their entire political identity around pissing off liberals. I don't understand how an adult can be so petty about such an important issue.
Worse than that, they project so hard that they believe that Democrats only hate them for superficial reasons, the way they feel, and Democrats are the real racists, not them, and Democrats regularly cheat in elections, despite Republicans doing it, and Democrats are the ones in bed with Russia, despite the obvious connections with Trump. Literally anything you see them accuse Democrats of, you can assume they're doing. When Benjamin Netanyahu pulls out a BS chart or graph to make a silly nonsense point, at least he has a proper one printed so everyone can see. Trump's little printout that was folded up in his pocket, with all the resources of the White House behind him, he couldn't get someone to print a chart people in the audience could actually see. Well, Trump is extremely inept and aware that heavy criticism would be laid on the details of the chart's content. This way, he can pull out his scrap of paper and then immediately dispose of it, shielding his point from empirical analysis.
You give him too much credit. I'd wager he saw the poll on Twitter while on Air Force One on the way to the rally, told an aide to print it on an inkjet on the plane and then stuffed it in his pocket.
That seems equally likely. I used to assume Donald Trump had a kind of beady-eyed animal cunning, but since becoming president it's been pathetically obvious that he's actually just an idiot.
I feel like he gives idiots a bad rep.
Not only doesn't he need your vote, PR, he gains support from treating you like shit, from his base who think you're just a bunch of brown people in some place that inexplicably takes American money. Even if he weren't already dumbfoundingly ignorant and likely sharing that opinion, the fact that it benefits him to shit on you is more than enough motive for Trump.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.